TV.
How did it go though?
Oh,
Did people reach out to you? Tell me how it went.
they did. Nobody like really stood out. And so I kind of wanted to add something. Because I am interested in females. I did not mention that. I'm kind of like into like the whole poly thing.
She's 34, one son, once a woman, and a stepdaddy. Reaction. The best channel on YouTube. Black male advice TV. Bringing you the best content, best reactionary videos on YouTube, hands down. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel today. Click that notification bell for more content. What we got here is a woman who is a single mom who pretty much is a tarot card reader. She have one son and she's looking for a stepdaddy. Not only a stepdaddy, but she also looking for a woman too. I tell you, the whole world that we're in, fam, is backwards. Women are out here literally acting and treating other brothers as if though they are the man of the house. Like literally, women think like men today. We're gonna react to this and hear what's going on because this right here is totally backwards and upside down. And after we finish with this, you be the judge for yourself. That being said, let's react to this.
But
Well,
like
let's just
it's
start
more,
from the
it's not.
beginning, because we have people that probably wasn't here last week. So tell me your name again.
Okay, so it's Chazzy
Chazzy, and where you calling us from?
from Wisconsin.
Let me tell you something, brothers. A lot of these females, right? After they hit a certain age, right? Because she's 34. Now, all of a sudden, now they want to be, wearing the hair wraps, right? They're spiritual. They're into card reading. And let me tell you something, fam. Any woman that you know that's reading cards, tarot cards, just leave her alone because she's satanic. And I don't care if you watch my channel and you're a woman and you support my platform. If you read tarot cards, you are satanic. Do you understand me? Right? There's nothing about the Most High involved in that. You know what I mean? And a lot of our women do that, brothers, on the low key. A lot of our women are into tarot cards, but yet their whole life is messed up. Now, I find it very interesting that women can sit there reading cards all day, but don't got no husband. You can sit there reading cards all day, but you don't got no bag. You reading cards all day, but you got a pile of bills. It really don't make no sense. You can't make this up, fam. You can't. You can't make this up. Let's go.
Wisconsin. Okay. How old are you?
And I'm 34.
34, fam. Keep that in mind.
What do you do for a living?
What does she do for a living? Let's find out.
I'm a cosmetologist and I do tarot.
A cosmetologist, and she does tarot.
Now, she does tarot. Now, why don't she does a tarot for herself so she can find out why she don't have a husband? But she can give you your so-called fortune and tell you what your future hold, right? This is how you know that whole damn tarot card mess is a scam. Because why would she be calling Kendra to find out or to see if she can find a man when she could just look in the cards and find out from the stars? One big fraud, fam. You can't make this up, fam. You can't.
When's your birthday?
May 19th.
Okay, you are a Taurus?
Yes.
That means she's full of bull.
Kids?
One, a 14-year-old.
A 14-year-old, fam. A 14-year-old. So if you calculate that 14-year-old, 34, you look at that situation, that means when she was around 20, she had that kid. So someone blown her back out at 20 and she had a son. but why that guy is not her husband. I'll tell you why, because that's when she was going through her 304 phase. She's still going through the 304 phase. Now she expanded the phase to the point where she want a man and a woman now. Yeah.
14-year-old. This is Chazzy, Wisconsin, 34, a cosmetologist, tourist. Also does tarot reading cards and is a 14-year-old.
Kendra, why you ain't ask her why the cards didn't tell her about her future? I mean, you do a great job interviewing these folks, but at the end of the day, at that moment, you were supposed to ask her about them cards and why the stars didn't tell her why she ain't have a husband. You know, the cards should tell her how to find that woman she want.
What kind of female and man you told us you're looking for both are you looking for?
Okay, so I actually wrote some stuff down this time because I was not fully prepared, right? So as far as I guess it would be both, but definitely as it pertains to the man, he does need to like be like a good role model. Like
a good role model, fam. See, brothers, this is what you're going to be signing up for when you get with the modern woman. She's looking for a man to be a role model. So when you get with a woman, right? When you get with a woman that is a single mother and she have children, trust and believe, fam. She is looking for a role model. Let's just make no mistake about it, fam. You think you getting with her because you gonna slide in some new cooch, but that's not the case. It's a trade-off. She's looking for a so-called stepdaddy that's gonna step up to the plate to be the new father figure for her son. That's what she's looking for. She really don't care about you. At the end of the day, you are just that guy that she want to hire to be the male influence in her child's life.
A good kind of like father figure. Like I'm definitely looking for that. My son needs that. He's at that age.
So notice that. Her son is at that age where he need a father figure rather than you call up his baby, his so-called father, your baby daddy. Rather than you call him up, you trying to hire a new man. You trying to recruit a new man. Rather than recruiting and calling the baby father that you laid up with, you want to call up a man so that he can step up to the plate and be a step daddy. So that y'all can step all over him. So that y'all can use and abuse him when you know your son don't respect no one. This is what they do, fam. This is what they do. And you brothers should not be signing up for this, especially with a woman who thinks she's calling the shots. Like, this doesn't even make no sense that she's sitting here saying, well, I want a stepdaddy and I also want me a woman and I also want this. No, what you need to do is sit down, because at the end of the day, no man should even get with you at this point. You ought to be lucky if a man even step in your life. And see, this is the problem. When you have these so-called single mothers out here, right? They think they can move and act like they single with no kids, not realizing that their time is already up. Listen, ladies, if you got kids, right? Let's say you're a woman, you in the clouds, you watching my videos and you got kids, right? You ought to be thankful to heaven that a man would even look your way. Just because you got a vagina doesn't mean he gonna stay. Just because you a woman does not mean that a man is going to want to step up to the plate. Think about what you asking him to do. You asking him to be in your life when you got kids. So you already done giving him a whole entire plate of other stuff that don't pertain to him. He is not the father to your children. He is not responsible for your children. But for some reason, you modern women believe that because you got a vagina, because you can give him some sex, that somehow he's gonna step up to the plate and take care of all your kids, put them through college, buy them Jordans. Get out of here. You tripping, you bugging out. No. This is why my policy has always been, brothers, that if you dealt with a single mom, trust and believe the baby daddy gotta be providing for his kids. He gotta be there providing. It's not your responsibility, fam. I don't care how fine that woman look. If she's so fine and got it so popping and she's such a great woman, why is she single? If she's so fine and her vagina is so good and her loving is so good and she can cook and she can clean and she can do all this stuff and rub your back, why she ain't rubbing the back of her baby daddy? Why she ain't a wife to her baby daddy? Why is it that so many single mothers that are fine and got a fatty wagon on them and got big breasts and looking real good, why all these women are single? Because they're no good, fam. That's why. Let's go.
He needs that kind of influence.
So where's
So he
your
needs
son's
to-
father?
Good question.
Locked up.
Locked up, fam. The child's father is locked up. And I'm gonna not call him a child, but we know that's her child. But the boy is a young man. He's 14 years old. So he's a young man. So you laid up with a man, right, that's no good, and now he's in jail. He's locked away. So he's locked away, not being responsible for his son. But you want another man to come in and step up to the batting plate to hit home runs. That's what you want, right? You can't make this up, fam. You can't make this up. So you telling me, as a hardworking man, right, because you got a vagina and some breast that I can suck on, you're telling me that all I get is a vagina that other men done been in, right, and some breasts. That's all. And all I gotta do is be a stepdaddy to your son, and I can have access to your goodies. But those same goodies couldn't keep your baby daddy. You can't make this up, fam. You can't make this up. You really can't. Let's go.
Oh, what is he in jail for?
Yeah.
Some drug-related stuff.
Drug-related stuff. See, these are the kind of men that modern women always deal with. Brothers, I keep telling you over and over, it's the same old blueprint. These women give the best years of their life to Pookie and Ray Ray. She gave, let me tell you something, fam. You got to put the puzzle together and realize what's happening here. She gave Pookie and Ray Ray access to her cooch. You know, her vagina, that wet vagina. She gave access to Pookie and Ray Ray. At the tenderoni age of 20 years old, some Pookie and Ray Ray, some dusty beta male simp, was able to bust his nut up inside of her. So basically, Pookie broke down her vagina wall. He had a good old time. And now that he's gone and he's locked away, she want you to stay and be the stepdaddy for a crime that you didn't commit. You can't make this up, people. You can't.
He's been there for quite a while, and he's going to be in there for like the next 4 years too.
So he's been locked away for a long time, haven't been a father figure in his son's life. He's going to be there for another 4 or 5 years, and you expecting a man to step up to be the stepdaddy. So what happens when he get out? What happens when he get out? Do he assume the role of being a father and you get rid of the new guy? What's the position here?
How long has he been in there for?
I kind of can't even keep up. It's been a while, like a long time.
She says she can't even keep up. She don't even know how long her baby daddy been in prison. These are the women out here raising these sons and daughters, fam. These are the women. And you brothers, when you see these women, they wearing their head wrap, got their little scarf on, you want to hit it from the back. You know what I'm saying? They be fairly attractive. That's how they be. Listen, single moms are always attractive. I'm going to tell you straight up and down. Listen, single moms got some good vagina. But the vagina cannot make you stay. See, here's the thing, ladies. I got to make you understand this thing. You can have some good vagina, which mean the brothers want to hit it from the back, right? They want to lay up with you, right? But your vagina, even if it feels good when we inside there, right? It's not going to be enough to make us stay. You see the difference? So you got to understand, ladies, a lot of you have this mindset that somehow because you gave a guy some head, you gave him some vagina, that for whatever reason, he's going to wife you up and be there. No, a guy got to want to be there in your life, right? And it had nothing to do with your vagina. It has to do with the fact that he likes your personality and he likes who you are. He loves your energy. So it makes him want to stay in your life. See? That's the problem. A lot of you ladies, you keep looking at the fact that you gave this man some sex, that somehow he's going to be head over heels for you. That doesn't mean he's going to want to stay in your life. Do you understand? Let's go.
So you want a
Oh,
stepfather, basically.
pretty much. She needs to know that. Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
so going in, if you date her, she's looking for a man who wants to be a stepfather.
She's looking for a man who want to be a stepdaddy. How many of you brothers in the clouds and in the chat want to be a stepdaddy? How many of you are signing up to take care of another man's seed? How many of you brothers are going to buy her son Jordans, a PlayStation? How many of you brothers going to do that?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so he needs to be like
Everything is he needs to be. We haven't heard anything about what she need to be.
stable, and I mean that on all levels, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. He needs to be stable.
Notice that. You need to be mentally stable, financially stable, physically stable. You need to be stable and able. You got to have everything going for yourself. But what about what she give you? See, how many of you ladies going to be given that type of man that's going to step up to the plate? How many of you ladies going to be giving him head 3 times a day? How many of you ladies going to be giving him some box 4 times a day? How many of you ladies are going to allow and accept him having more than one wife? See, women always have a laundry list of all these things they want you brothers to do, but the minute you talk about what you want, it's a crime. This is why I don't care no more, fam. This is why I teach you brothers the real. Go out there, practice polygyny, have more than one wife, deal with sisters accordingly, do what is right. Don't be one of these whoremonger males that's just out here using women, pumping and dumping. Don't be like those brothers. Those brothers don't get nowhere in life. Be a righteous quality man, full of integrity, and have morals and ethics. Do you understand me? Let's go.
He should have a sense of humor. He got to be funny, make me laugh. I can be.
You make me laugh. Because you out here, you know what I mean, with your so-called head wrap, talking about you want a stepdaddy, and you didn't even talk about your head game. You ain't even talk about what you giving this man. It's crazy how women just want men to be stepdaddies and don't offer them nothing. That's crazy. Like, who's signing up to work for free?
Really, really goofy at times, even though I'm naturally serious. Once you like, I'm comfortable, I'm a goofball.
Okay.
Okay, so the high standards as it pertains to the man, because like I said, like by me being interested in females as well.
She's interested into females as well. So she want to eat some box. She want to lick some back door. She want to suck on some female toes. You can't make this up, people. You really can't.
I prefer to like do the picking myself. But
So hold up. You want to do the picking. You can't make this up, fam. They literally think like men. They want to assume. So hold up. You want to do all the picking, but the man can't do nothing.
like, if he do it, I need to know like you're not just going off a pretty face and a big ass.
So hold up. I cannot choose a woman based on her pretty face and her wagon. That's what you're saying? So how does that make any sense? So what are you picking her for? You can't make this up, fam. You can't make this up.
Like, she gotta have some qualities. Like, I'm trying to build an empire.
So hold up. A woman is trying to build an empire now. Shouldn't it be the man trying to build an empire? How are you building an empire when you don't even understand that you are a single mom and you didn't even allow the first man that you had to step up to that plate? Right? See, it's interesting to me how modern women always want to have this laundry list of what they expect. They want a guy that's this, that, all these different things. But yet they let another man, a Pookie and a Ray Ray, shoot up their club at age 20. And now, all of a sudden, just like I always preach, once they hit into them 30s to that 40-year-old, all of a sudden now they want to start getting their life right. And she still ain't getting her life right because she's still dysfunctional at this point because she think that she's in the position of power to actually choose the dynamic of the relationship.
Create generational wealth.
How are you going to create generational wealth, right? How are you going to do that when you don't even understand that it's the man that's supposed to be leading?
And leave behind a legacy. Like,
what legacy are you leaving behind? The only thing you leaving behind is a trail of babies. A trail of baby daddies.
I got big dreams. I'm trying to make boss moves.
Boss moves. Listen, let me tell you something, man. Any woman that's supposed to be a boss lady, boss chick, or you have that boss lady mentality, stay away from me, fam. Because I don't got no time for that mess. All of them women that claim they boss ladies, they're all single and growing old. They're all growing old, man. Trust and believe.
Out here, like nothing.
So you can be with a guy and you're willing to the guy to bring somebody else in. But
no, I kind of want to do it, but like,
see the selfishness, fam? You can't make this up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up.
If he does, like, he needs to know, like, she got to be like top quality. She bringing something to the table for us to like build on. Like, we build.
What's a top quality woman for you?
So
what is a top quality woman for her? Let's find out.
Like, for instance, like, I kind of literally, so like, if we build an empire, like maybe someone that like actually has like they're a gardener or they're like a teacher, they're a lawyer, like something that's to where like we got the wealth in.
So basically you just want a woman to bring her own money so you can benefit from it. That's basically what you're saying. You want her to have these positions in life so that you can benefit. Oh, I get it now.
Within us, we ain't got to go outside and spend all this money here, spend all this money there. That's why monogamy got people kind of messed up. We poly-nature people by nature, like we really are. But
let me correct her because she don't know what she's talking about. Men are the one who's supposed to be practicing polygyny. You understand? Not women. Women are not supposed to have other women. No. You can't multiply that way. You can't build any generational wealth that way. Men are supposed to have multiple wives. And if a man have multiple wives, his wives are not laying up with each other. Do you understand me? Let me repeat that again for the people in the back. If a man practice polygyny and he have more than one wife, his wives are not sleeping together. Do you understand? Ain't none of that business going on in that household. Everybody have to respect each other, and ain't none of that nonsense of you as a brother having more than one wife and your wives are laying up with each other, kissing on each other, touching on each other. That's a no-no. Do you understand me? So when this woman talks about poly and all this other mess, these women are all perverted. Do you understand? They're perverted. These are women who like women and men. They're distorted. You understand? The Bible calls it a reprobate mind. Now, yes, monogamy has destroyed the black family because in truth, according to the scriptures, everything in the Bible is based on polygyny. No man in the Bible was walking around with one woman. Nowhere. And even if you see a man with one woman, who are you to say that's the only woman he have based off of a book? How in the world could a book hold a man's entire life? That's how foolish people are. And those be the religious folks. Well, in the Bible, so-and-so had a wife. It didn't say he had multiple wives. Are you that dumb? Are you that dumb? Could you tell me one book that can hold your entire life? Every aspect of your life, everything you did in your life. So somebody was just walking around with a pen and a paper, writing it all down. How stupid could you be? This is how foolish people are. Men are the ones who practice polygyny, not women. Women are supposed to be wives to a man. And women are supposed to gravitate towards that one man. You're not supposed to have multiple men as a woman. And as a woman, you're not supposed to be dealing with a woman. Do you understand me? Now, if you want to choose to go dabble with the rainbow, then go do that in your own personal time. On this platform, we promote relationships between men and women, because we follow the Bible. So if you don't follow that, go somewhere else where they endorse and practice what you like. It's that simple. It's that simple. I'm here to correct the dysfunction that this woman is promoting when she talks about all this poly stuff. Because when you look all over YouTube and you type in poly, don't get it misconstrued or interpreted the wrong way. To think that all of these women who claim they're in poly relationships, that mean that they're all with one man and they're practicing polygyny. No, these are women that are into women. These are women that are into women and they have a man in that relationship. But these are typically women that are attracted to other women, so they have this one relationship all together. And it's all based on sex, not purpose. Don't get it confused, fam. Let's go.
I ain't gonna get into all of that. But
Wait. So just real quick. So you're saying that people who are in committed relationships, they're the ones that have things messed up?
Yes, like in society way, they have us like thinking that where it's like monogamy is where it's at, but that's why all these divorces is happening. People is struggling, all these financial stuff. If you had that lawyer already in your home, so to speak, your empire, or, you know, that person that can grow food, that person that's like holistic and they're a healer.
Listen, all of that type of stuff was supposed to be taught from when you're young. See, there are things that this woman is saying that is true when it comes to how monogamy is not the way. That's true. But this woman got it all twisted because she's also into women. So she's not making any logical sense when it comes to procreating. She's not making logical sense because her being with a woman does not produce life. You understand? It don't. A man is supposed to have more than one wife. A man. He should be the one on the panel talking about what he is doing to build his empire. You understand? So while she's explaining all of this stuff about how people that practice monogamy got it wrong, Kendra is looking at her like she's crazy, as if though monogamy is the way when monogamy is not the way. Show me a successful couple under monogamy that is doing perfectly well. They're not. The man is out there fooling around with other women, or the woman is just in denial, or she's cheating on her man. They are not happy, fam. They are not. And if monogamy is so great and is working out so well, why all of these women on social media that do content are all single? Where's their successful monogamy relationship? It's never gonna happen. If you're a woman in the clouds and you don't support a man having more than one wife, I'm here to tell you your future. You will never have a successful relationship under what you believe according to monogamy. You will never. Your man will always cheat on you. Why? Because you walk into it with a selfish, undisciplined mind of understanding your role as a woman. The Most High did not put you here to have control over a man's manhood. Who do you think you are? When a man carries nuts with billions of sperm cells to plant in the ground of a woman, and you think it's all for you? You can't even supply a man's sex on demand the way he want. You can't even fulfill a man's sexual appetite the way he want. Half of you don't even know how to cook. Half of you don't even know how to heal a man. Don't even know how to encourage a man. You don't know nothing about what it means to be a wife, but think that when you get with a man, your job is to lock him down? And you wondering why you single.
And into medicine, like if you have these top quality people in, You don't gotta go outside, and it's
What
not
about
all
STDs?
sexual.
Why your baby daddy wasn't a top quality man? You had his baby, right? You gave a man a baby, but he wasn't even top quality.
What about STDs when you sleeping with a lot of people?
Kendra, please stop that nonsense. You know, it really is interesting to me that anytime anyone talks about topics pertaining to polygyny or in context with what this woman is talking about, poly relationships, which is for her, women that are attracted to women but still have a man and they share the man. Notice, it's okay. Women don't have a problem. Let me tell you something, brothers. Women don't have a problem, right? When they are bisexual, right? And they can have a woman. They don't have a problem with you sharing at that point, meaning that you're sharing the both of them. Why? Because they're happy that they're able to have that other woman. You see how that works? But if you are with a woman who don't like women, right? And you say, look, I'm going to have me another woman, bringing her to the house. It is what it is. She will be upset and start to cry. But now, getting back to my point, it's very interesting to me how Kendra, as soon as the woman started talking all this stuff, the first thing she want to throw in is STDs. You know, I'm so tired of people talking about STDs. I'm so tired of people talking about all this nonsense because all of you out there are laying up with everybody and y'all raw dogging. So y'all got to all stop this hypocrisy. I don't want to hear none of this stuff about STDs. Everybody in the clouds that are having sex is raw dogging. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. All of you ladies that give dudes head, you're doing it raw dogging. So stop being a hypocrite. If you're so into not getting no STDs and passing around STDs and all of this nonsense, why are you out here having sex for? People always want to throw in STDs when you talk about polygyny. Anytime I bring up the topic of polygyny, women that are selfish, right? They always say, well, what about STDs? As if though, if you're in a monogamous relationship, STDs can't come in. As if though you're in a monogamous relationship, you yourself as a woman is not sleeping around with your so-called co-worker on the job. And we all know a lot of you women in the clouds have relationships with your co-workers on the job. A lot of you ladies in the clouds give head to your co-workers on the job. A lot of you sisters be on the job with your supervisor getting it blown out from the back. You already done know. Your supervisor be blowing your back out on the job. That's right, on the clock, he's still hitting it from the back. Hey, don't move too much and we won't know it's you. But you know good and well, you got your so-called job husband. And then when you leave from there, you go home to your real husband. So stop it. You do what you do and you ain't thinking about no STD. They always try to throw in STDs to try to discourage people as if though if you're a man and you have more than one wife that somehow you're bringing in STDs. No. It's called being responsible. It's called being an adult. It's called making sure you get with people that take care of themselves and everybody is good. That's what it's all about, fam. But see, people act like they don't understand. They act like they don't know how to have structure in a relationship. Let's go.
I was just saying it's not all sexual. Like in polygamy, actually I'll say polyamorous because polygamy is only men having more women.
Notice that she's talking about only men having more women because she's really not into that. See, as long as she can have a woman, she's okay with it. And she figure because you're a man, you're going to allow it because you'll have access to another woman. When really the only reason why she's bringing in that other woman is because she want another woman. She ain't bringing that other woman because she wanted that other woman to be with you, bro. She brought in that other woman because she want to be with that woman. You got to understand the real, fam. You can't make this up. You really can't. Let's go.
Polygamy is a woman having more men, and then you have polyamory, and then polyandry. But I'm gonna say polyandry.
Let me tell you something, fam. This woman don't know what she's talking about. She just mixed up all these different names. She don't know what she's talking about. Listen, fam, there is only one standard, and that's polygyny. That's it. Because no woman is supposed to have more than one husband, right? No woman is supposed to be laying up with another woman. And no woman should be calling the shots in terms of what she's trying to build when it's supposed to be the man who is the head. Do you understand me? So she don't know what she's talking about. All of this poly stuff is perverted. Look all over YouTube, type in poly relationship, and you'll see a bunch of women that are just attracted to women. Please understand, fam, that is not polygyny. Polygyny, in terms of a man having more than one wife, have nothing to do with us brothers allowing our wives to lay up with each other. We don't endorse that. Do you understand? So when you see these guys talking about, their woman is sleeping around with their other wife and they do, listen, that is not polygyny. That's perversion, fam. Let's go.
Because that's everything. That's just multiple lovers, period. So that's where the quality comes in. Because you're not out having sex with other people. You have standards about yourself. And then also, polyamory relationships aren't all sexually orientated.
I don't know what this woman is talking about. If you're in a relationship with people, it's going to be sexual. She's acting like you're not sexual. Like a man is not getting with a woman so he could play golf. What is she talking about, fam?
Like everyone in that situation, you don't have sex with everybody necessarily.
That doesn't even make no sense, what she's talking about. That's where it causes confusion, and that's why Kendra looking at her like she's crazy now.
Okay,
That's not what that
means. Let me just ask you this direct question, though. Are you okay with the guy or woman having multiple sexual partners, though?
I mean, it would be like our tribe. If it's within our tribe.
Our tribe, that should be a question asked to the man because he's the one who's providing the seed.
Then I don't mind.
So, he could be with you and get another girl pregnant within the tribe and it wouldn't bother you?
No. Because if you remember, I kind of was saying that he could have a baby because I'm high risk pregnancy.
Notice she's high risk pregnancy. I hope that message right there gets out to all you women that are in your early 30s. She's at high risk pregnancy. She's 34 years old. But yet these women be wanting us brothers that are in our 30s and 40s to go get with a woman who is in the 40s, right? We're going to go waste our time with a woman who have a womb that's dried up, right? See, this is where women miss the mark. Y'all think because y'all have a vagina that somehow we going to stay around. Listen, ladies, if you cannot produce no babies, if you cannot produce no life for me, if you cannot give me no sons, no daughters, no future generation, then you are a waste of my time. Your vagina don't mean nothing if it can't produce life.
So that's not super bad to me. She could have our baby.
Okay, so only thing I would say is this. I think wherever there's somebody that agrees with you, and I think you guys have the right to design life the way you want to. But I disagree when you said that committed people have it wrong, because there's some people that just wouldn't work for them. There's some people who would not be okay with sleeping with somebody. True. So I don't think it's fair to say that person has it wrong.
They do have it wrong, fam. Monogamy is wrong. Monogamy don't work. If monogamy worked, Kendra would be a wife right now. It don't work. You understand? It don't make no sense. All of these women on YouTube talking about they doing this and doing that. Where their husbands at? You know why they don't got no husband? Because they're focused on monogamy. They're waiting for this one guy who is single, by the way. 2022, they're waiting for a single guy to come along. Right? When women outnumber men 30-1, these women are waiting for a single guy. When these women are not virgins, half of them are single mothers, but they're waiting for a guy to just be faithful to her. Let that make sense, fam. Let's go.
Well, I won't say
You just finished saying that they got it wrong, woman, so stick to the program. Because not only do people that practice monogamy got it wrong, but you yourself have it wrong. Because you're not supposed to be with no other woman. And you're not supposed to be calling the shots when it comes to a relationship. Let's go.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
See, when you say it's not for everybody, now you're not making no sense. Because polygyny is for every man. Every man is supposed to be practicing polygyny. Every man. You understand? You start off with one woman, you become successful with that woman, you learn how to be a man, you learn how to be a provider, you learn what your needs are, and then you get yourself another wife. It's just that simple. Basic economics, man. It works just like a business. The same thing. You have one branch of a McDonald's, that one is successful, you start another branch. That's how it works. That's how you grow. Monogamy keeps us poor. Monogamy keeps us broke, because while you sitting there, let me tell you something, brother, while you sitting there with that one woman trying to reproduce, trying to build a family, she's struggling raising all them kids by herself. She's struggling. That's why she can't clean her house. She's struggling, running out to pick them up from school, going to the clinic, going to the doctor. She's doing all these different things, running around when she could have had the help of a sister wife to help with the errands, to help with the house, to help with the cleaning. Not only that, they helping one another. And in the process, you start in businesses. And because you got wives, they're able to run the business while you're focused on other entrepreneurial opportunities. These people don't know nothing about economics or family wealth or growth, fam. They don't know nothing about that. And this is why the black family's in shambles. This is why we live in the ghettos. And this is why none of us are prospering. And the ones that are prospering are selfish as hell. They're not building no families. They're sitting on their behind talking about how much money they got, but yet they got no family structure. Just like all these so-called high-value men talking about how high value they are. They got all this money, but got no wife and no kids to take care of. So if they were to die today, all of their money died with them. That's how foolish we are as a people, that we're so selfish. We're out here getting the bag, getting all this money, and you don't even have no offspring to leave a will with.
Not for
Yeah,
everybody.
it's not for everybody. But if it's for you, it's for you. You know, I'm not here. Let me tell you something. In hosting a dating show for almost 2 years, I have learned so much. And what I have learned is whatever works for you, works for you. And there's probably somebody that's it's gonna work for them too. So y'all need to find each other and rock out in that dynamic. But
that's facts, because I tried it with this one particular female and guy. She thought she was ready. She was not ready.
She was not ready because none of you are ready. Because you're wanting a woman to be with you. Remember, you thought that you could get with a woman that was going to be with you. That's distorted. That's why she wasn't ready. It has nothing to do with being ready. You understand? You are not trained to be a wife. So if you're not trained to be a wife, you're not going to know what you're supposed to do. That's just the real deal about this.
At all. No.
Yeah, that shit don't work for me, honey. It ain't gonna work.
See, Kendra said it's not going to work for her. That's why she's in her 40s right now. That's why she got no husband. Because she's still waiting on some guy that's going to be just faithful to just her. And I already done told you, men will not marry no woman over that age, fam. They're not. And I checked out Kendra's so-called Instagram. She thick as hell. Thick enough just to get banged. That's it. I'm just keeping it 1,000. Wifing her up? Nope. Nope. I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? She could get it. She could get it. Don't get me wrong. Definitely will hit that thing from the back. But wifing her up? Not at all. She's too old. It don't make no sense at this point. Why would any man in their right mind wife up Kendra G? Why? For what? For what? What are you wifing her up for? She's in her 40s. What are you doing? What are you wasting your time for? She ain't bringing forth no kids for you at this point, fam. You can forget about it. And her mind has already been trained into monogamy. It's a wrap. She literally thinks that she's supposed to just be with you and you supposed to only be with her. That's what she believes in her mind. This is why women that are over 40s are single, alone, with a bunch of kids running around, fam. I told you, man, nobody's safe. It doesn't matter if it's Kendra G. It doesn't matter who the woman is. If you are in those categories, no man will ever wife you up. Not when you come to the table with that monogamy nonsense. No guy ain't hearing that in 2022. Get out of here, man.
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work. You're not gonna ever have a man, period, anyway. And I guarantee you some guys somewhere done hit that thing up 1,000 times. And this is the problem that I got, fam. Women will talk about what's not gonna work, but their vagina is open for service. Women will talk about, oh, That's not going to work with me. I'm not going to deal with a man that got more than one woman, but yet they're dealing with men and other men are literally hitting it up from the back, but those men are not their husbands. So they're giving men box, right? But yet they didn't settle down to be a wife. Come on, man. You can't make this up, fam. Let's go.
Not about that. But back to you. Okay, do you have any appearance requirements for the genders you're into?
So okay, for the woman, I'm a lot more picky. She definitely has to be attractive. She has to be fit, so to speak.
When she says fit, she mean not overweight. That's what she meant. When she say fit, she mean not overweight.
I'm less lenient with the men. Like,
so a man can be overweight. Talk about double standards here.
Although I do prefer the man to be fit as well, like I don't mind a BON, you know, like I can deal with that. You know?
I don't even know what she meant by that. Somebody got to fill me in. BON, I don't know. Somebody got to let me know in the chat what she's talking about. They got all of these cold words. I really don't know, man. I really don't.
They have to be affectionate. I'm extremely affectionate. And
if you're affectionate, why that didn't work with your baby daddy?
Sensual and like touchy.
You're like touchy. That's why you have a son. You like touching different men, and you got bust from the back.
All into the public display of affection.
I'm not going to be wasting all my time with all that public stuff, please. I'm not in the public touching you up so you can be entertained with other people. I don't got no time for that mess.
Like, I'm into all of that. Can't be lazy. And then like you kind of have to like have dealt with like, you know, past trauma, like, you know, did some shadow work, or at least like open to doing it. Like, I'm not for your childhood issues.
Basically, she don't want a man or a woman that come to the table with all this childhood trauma and baggage. Hurts and pains from their past abuse and so forth.
Problems and all of that. Like, let's either you already need to have fixed it and healed, or you need to be open to fix it and heal.
But you haven't fixed and healed the situation with your baby daddy. Why you ain't fix and heal that?
Digging deep. What's your issues? What's your problems?
It's interesting how you need all these different things, but you claim you're a tarot card reader. Shouldn't your cards just tell you what you're supposed to do? Shouldn't your cards tell you where to meet that new man? Shouldn't your cards tell you where to find that new woman? And give you her name too?
Let's get that out the way. Let's heal.
Okay. All right. So
brothers, stay away from women that's burning all these different things. You know, they're super overly spiritual, super head wraps, just walking around the houses with all sorts of stuff and tattoos and all seeing eyes and all sorts of crazy stuff. Stay away from those women, brothers. They're very satanic, fam.
You said you're high risk. You don't want any more kids.
She says she don't want any more kids, but yet she want a man and a woman. Do you see what we have here, fam? She want a man and she want a woman, but she personally don't want no kids because she's at high risk.
These people gotta be in Wisconsin?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. So when was your last relationship?
That was 2 years ago.
Anytime they say that, fam, they lying. Anytime you ask a woman when was her last relationship, she's gonna always say 2 years ago. And if you ask her when was the last time she had sex, she'll say probably 6 to 8 months ago.
2 years ago.
Was it a man or a woman?
That was a man.
Okay. They're saying, is your window open since you're saging and all these things right now?
I'm not saging. This is a diffuser.
That's a diffuser. Look, they nosy as hell, girl. They in the comments.
They trying. They tried it, failed. This is a diffuser. Get your essential oils. Get you some.
Okay. Jazzy, when was the last time you had sex?
When was the last time she had sex? When was the last time Jazzy had sex? When was the last time she got some top? Or gave some top? When was the last time Jazzy, you know, had a taste for some wood? When was the last time Jazzy had a wood on her nose?
You gotta answer this question too.
So that was 6 months ago.
6 months ago. So let me get this straight. This woman that came in here talking about she don't want a man to do this. She don't want a woman who do that. She wants somebody that brings stuff to the table, right? She already doesn't have a son who's 14. Baby daddy's in prison, but she was just having sex 6 months ago with Pookie and Ray Ray. You can't make this up, fam. You really can't. I keep telling you, man, these women are literally delusional. They all over the block. You can't trust them, man. They are lying. She did not have sex 6 months ago. She had sex like last week, fam. That's why these women are always doing all of this cleansing, sitting over bowls, making steam go up in their vagina. What do you think they're doing all of that stuff for, fam? Because they've been with many men. I figured this thing all out, fam. They've been with many men trying to do things to tighten up their vagina. It ain't never gonna be tightened up, fam. Never. Let's go. That thing is loose like ever.
Yeah, 6 months ago.
And it was a man.
And it was a man.
Okay. So are you waiting until you're in a different dynamic to be intimate again?
I am, because if you remember I was saying the time before that was like literally a year and 3 months, but I just had to scratch that itch. Like I'm a central.
Hold on there. She had to scratch that itch. You see, fam? Brothers, women always go through a process where they're having an itch downstairs. They're itching for some D. So she went out there and just got with Pookie and Ray Ray, a guy that really didn't have to do anything to hit it from the back. And a lot of women are in the clouds right now, and they got those kind of guys that they can call up. Anytime they got a little itch, they just call up Pookie and Ray Ray. But when you come in the picture, she want you to work very hard to get the vagina.
Sexual kind of person. So like I'm really calling myself disciplining myself.
So she's basically saying she's very disciplined, but for some reason she was thirsting for some D, went out there and got some new D.
Not being intimate.
And notice that guy didn't have to pay for nothing. He didn't have to be a stepdaddy or anything. He ain't have to take care of her kids. He ain't have to buy them no PS5 games. He ain't have to give them no Jordans, nothing. All she had to do is bring him in the house late at night and make him hit it from the back.
Very proud of myself. So
how are you proud of yourself when you're a single mom, right? You left that particular man. He went to prison, served a lot of time. Then you got with another man. He hit it from the back. And now you're trying to get a new man to be a stepdaddy with a woman too. And you're proud of yourself. And you're a tarot card reader and your cards didn't tell you about the stars.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you have an age requirement?
So 30 to 40. Yeah, 30 to 40.
30 to 40.
30 to 45. The woman can be older than, I prefer to be around my age, which I'm 34. The man, once again, has more leeway. I'll go up to like 45.
Okay, so the woman...
It's funny when these women be like, they're going up to 45. As if though 46 is a problem. Doesn't make any sense, fam. These women are literally confused.
Be around her age, the man you could be as old as 45, and she's 34. So this is Chazzy in Wisconsin, 34. Tell me your job again. Cosmetology, and you read tarot cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's a tourist, and she'll date between 30 to 40 for men, 34 for women. She is into both. If she gets with a guy, she would like to pick out the female herself. Last question. Why would a man or a woman be lucky to be with you, Chazzy?
Why would a man be lucky to get with Jazzy? What does she bring that would make me so happy?
Oh, okay. So the other kind of deal breaker, you can be like jealous, especially the man. Like I can't really be like a jealous.
So let me get this straight. As a man, I'm not supposed to be jealous at all. You see how this works, fam? You see how this works? You a brother, you want to practice polygyny, have more than one wife, your woman is jealous automatically. You could be in a monogamous relationship with a woman and she's already jealous. Women that are in monogamous relationships are constantly worried about you cheating. Constantly worried about what you're looking at on your phone. Constantly worrying about what you're doing on your job. Right? But women expect you not to be jealous. You can't make this up, people. You can't. You can't make this up.
Is controlling, egotistical.
She don't want a controlling man. She don't want you to be egotistical, but yet she's controlling and she's egotistical.
kind of person. That's not going to work for me.
She literally want what she can't provide no one.
And they kind of gotta like to have kids because in the future I see me working with like kids.
So they gotta want to have kids, but you're not the one giving them the kids. That's what she's basically saying, fam. That she want other people to have her kids and benefit off of them, but she's not the one providing none of these kids because she already done gave the best years of her life to Pookie and Ray Ray. Again, she had her kid when she was 20 years old, which means she let a whole 14 years go by wasted living in these so-called streets. And you know within that 14 years, she was having sex with multiple men. She was.
He's like a mentor or she is, like, that's all the better. Okay, as far as why they would be lucky to be with me, like, I really love hard. Like, I will go to war for mine. And that's why.
If you would do that, why you ain't go to war for your baby daddy? Why he in prison and why you ain't his wife? Talk to me about that.
I had to like back off as far as like who I allow, who I entertain and allow in my energy because I'm going.
She mean allowing her vagina. When she say allow in her energy, she's talking about allow in her box.
To go hard for you. You know what I'm saying? So I need that same energy back. I'll be your peace. You know what I'm saying?
She's lying, fam. She will never be your peace. If that was the case, she'll be the wife of the guy that's in prison right now.
And I'm definitely your peace. By me being a cosmetologist, for instance, like I'll give you a manicure, a pedicure, I'll massage you, I'll run you some bath water.
All of that is a lie, fam. These women are lying. These women will not do none of that stuff for you, fam. They are lying. I keep telling you, fam, women, when they hit them mid-30s, early 40s, all of a sudden they want to do all the things that a wife is supposed to do. I keep telling you, fam. They ain't trying to do that stuff when they in their 20s. They ain't trying to do that stuff when they in their early 30s. It's when they hit the mid-30s, early 40s. All of a sudden now they talking about all these great things they want to do for you. But they never did it for their previous man.
Spiritual bath soaks up in there. With
spiritual baths. Get out of here.
The herbs and the oils and the flowers, like.
She make it seem like she's just going to be giving you all this nice pampering and just doing all this stuff, fam. It's a joke. Modern women do not do none of that, fam. They don't. They only want to be selfish and they care about themselves. They don't care about us brothers, man.
I will spoil you. Like.
That is a lie.
It's just in my nature. You'll have a woman that'll pray for you. I'll definitely pray.
Pray for yourself.
Over you, pray for you, send you a lot of loving, healing energy.
Why don't you send the baby daddy in prison some energy?
I'll definitely like push you to be like the best you can be. Like,
why your baby daddy is not the best he can be? Why you ain't apply all of this to the baby daddy?
Try to get you to like really blossom into your full potential.
Why the baby daddy didn't blossom to his full potential? She's lying, fam.
You know, so I'm kind of like very inspirational.
She is lying, man.
Motivating, kind of like energy.
Listen, these women just be looking good from the outside because she's not ugly. I ain't saying she's ugly or not. She'll get hit from the back too. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, she's lying. They know how to put on that performance, man. They know how to say what they'll do. They'll make you guys slide up in the DMs, and I ain't sliding in no more women DMs, fam. I'm not doing that no more. It's a tough one, but I'm not doing it no more. You know what I mean?
And I just have a big heart. And like I said, I'm for you 10 toes down.
Lies.
My woman's going to feel like a queen. My man's going to...
Her woman is going to feel like a queen. You can't make this up, fam. You can't make this up.
Feel like a king.
And she's going to make you feel like a king. All of these things is lies.
Like, yeah, you're going to feel like a goddess or a god around me. And I expect the same in, you know, in return, like straight royal energy. Period.
Okay. Just last, before we go, can you just be with a guy and be satisfied, or does another woman have to?
Yes. That's why I did that last time. I didn't mention the woman because I didn't want the male to be discouraged by that. I can full blown just be with the man. But I'm open to women.
You're open to women. Okay.
See, here's the thing, fam. She say that she could possibly be with just a man, but I'm here to tell you, brothers, when a woman is into women, right, and you're in a relationship with her, right, meaning that you're with this woman, and for whatever reason you believe she's just faithful to you, trust and believe that when she leaves the house, right, and she's in the streets, at the job, wherever the case is, she's in relationships with other women. I'm just letting you know. Once a woman go that route, she's always going to be doing that. Recognize the game.
This is Chazzy in Wisconsin, 34, cosmetology, and is a tarot reader, has a 14-year-old. Give everybody your Instagram name.
Okay, so it's Chazzy _ 2022.
There's no underscore. It's just Chazzy.
She don't even remember her own Instagram name, fam. If she don't even remember her own Instagram handle, that is a problem, fam. That's crazy.
CHAZIE 2022.
Oh, there's no underscore. I thought it was. So yeah, Chazzy 22. I do be on Facebook a lot more, which is just Chazzy Williams.
Okay, Chazzy Williams. So you'd rather people reach out to you on Facebook?
I do prefer that. I'm on there a lot more. For I guess my men, because it doesn't mention women. Listen to Miguel's song Anointed. That's the energy I'm coming with.
Okay. All right, Chazzy girl, we gotta go. But I appreciate you.
Okay.
So guys, if you want to get to know her, learn the lyrics to Miguel before you hit her up, okay? Bye, baby girl.
Bye.
She's 34. One son, a woman. Oh, man, you can't make this up, fam. And she want a man to be a stepdaddy. Black male advice TV. The best reactionary videos on YouTube. Hands down, providing you quality content. Only Black Male Advice TV. Subscribe to the channel today. Click that notification bell. Thumb up the video with a like to show your support. Hit that Cash App, $ Ringo TV Raw. Gonna catch you all in the next video. It's Black Male Advice TV, the best channel on YouTube, hands down. I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out, fam. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $ Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out.